gorgeous, December Ann here, and today we are going to switch it up. Now, if you guys have been following me on my other social media platforms, you may know that I am obsessed with lipsticks, but it is 2020. We're going to switch things up. We're going to start bringing out some new content and kind of pushing ourselves a little bit further than normal. Okay, so today we're making an eyeshadow tutorial. Now you guys, I have been collecting these obviously for a while. I have an amazing collection, but today I'm going to show you guys how you can get an amazing muted sunset eye look just using 4 shades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select 4 shades out of my large 25 compacts, and I'm going to pop them in here. I love that all of these shadows are magnetic. It makes it super simple, especially when traveling, because I don't want to necessarily bring all my shadows with me, but I can select 4 shades and get a great diversity of looks for whatever time amount that I am traveling. So the colors that I'm going to show you guys how to create a really fun muted sunset eye today are the color Lively. It's a pretty peach. We have Optimistic, which is a great shimmer. This is beautiful, you guys, for highlighting too. So I'm going to show you guys how you can really highlight under the brow bone with this color as well. Alive, which is a really pretty shimmery yellowy green color, and then Fervent, which is my total jam. How beautiful are these shades, you guys? So pretty. Okay, so spoiler alert, I haven't cleaned my brushes, so I'm going to go clean my brushes and I will be right back. Now, in case no one has told you, it's a crime not to prime, and this primer is bomb and I'm going to use that, but the ultimate perfect base face, you guys, is your skincare. Now, I have multiple creams that I love and different products that I love to use, but this is one of my favorite ones. This is a light tinted face moisturizer, and what I love most about this, you guys, is that it's customized to me. So I love that, because while something that might work for you may not work for me, we all have different things that come into effect with our skincare and our skin needs. So I don't have a ton of exposure to sun, but someone in Florida is going to have more exposure to sun than me. So I love that I was able to snag some customized for me skincare, and it is the perfect base face. All right, and then once that is absorbed into the skin, I am going to prime. I love this one. This is the hydrating primer. Now you guys, I have tried lots of primers in my many years of wearing makeup, and this is one of the best ones I found. What I really like about it is the consistency of it. I really don't like a heavier primer. I don't like the feel of it. I don't like when it feels like glue, and this one is very watery, very fluid, and I love it. Sometimes I honestly wear this, you guys, without any other products on, because I just love the feel of it, and it is winter time where I'm at, so I need all the hydration that I can possibly get. Now, some people right now would put their foundation on and their brows and all the things. I'm actually going to just focus on my eyes, and then I'm going to go back to that thing. Because I am using some shimmers, I tend to get a little heavy and I tend to have a little bit of fallout. So if I don't apply my foundation before this and I wait till after, then it's so much easier to clean the fallout up if you're like me and you get a little heavy-handed. All right, so I got my handy dandy angled sponge brush. I'm actually going to use the sponge side, and I'm going to go in with this really fun yellowy green color called Alive. Okay. And we are going to put this all over our lid. Now, some people may use an eye primer. However, I really put that hydrating primer all over my face, and that is something that I really enjoy doing. I don't prefer to use an eye primer. I prefer to just use my hydrating primer all over my face, but that's the perk of makeup and cosmetics, you guys. There is no necessarily right or wrong. And just like skincare, what works for me may not work for you and vice versa. So make it your own, have fun with it. This video is definitely just kind of a guideline, and I just want you guys to follow along and have fun. Okay, now I'm going to pick up my crease brush, and we were alive. Now we're gonna get lively. This is a really pretty apricot orange, you guys. This color used to scare the bejesus out of me, but the more I use it, the more I love it. And I'm just going to pick up some of that product. I'm going to tap or blow off that excess to really not get any fallout action happening. And I'm going to apply this in my crease. And as I'm applying this with the little windshield action, I'm actually going to bring this up as well. Now, a little pro tip, you guys, if you do have a hooded lid, it is a great idea to bring that color up. It actually gives the illusion that your eye is a little bit larger than it actually is. So same thing on this side. We're going to apply that lively color in there, and then I'm just going to bring this up just a little bit. And you guys may notice that I'm not doing this super bold. These shades are very pigmented, and I do like to blend them out because we're kind of going for a more muted look. So with that being said, I'm going to grab a fluffy, what is this called? A fluffy crease brush. And I like to actually use this brush for a blending brush. I love a traditional blending brush, but I love how this one blends, but it still keeps some of the product really in where I applied it. Okay. All right, we are going back to our angled shadow brush, and this time we are going to use the angled side of the brush. We're going to go in with Fervent, which I know I just told you guys that Lively is one of my favorite colors. Guess what? So is this one. I love the Fervent, especially if you have hazel green eyes like I do. Any purple or maroon shade really is going to make your eyes pop. And this color, seriously, you guys, it is so good. All right, so angled shadow brush into that Fervent. We are going to do that same action. We're going to blow or tap off any excess, and we are going to do a little kind of a technique that you would do if you did like a smoky eye type thing. I'm just going to take this and make a little V action, so little V, and then I'm going to take that brush and just blend this over. Now, when I'm blending this over, you guys, I like to stop about halfway. Okay, so right about where my pupil is when I'm going to stop the blending portion of it. I don't like to drag it all the way over because I do like to have those multiple shades available for people to check out. But also, since this is a darker shade, if I go all the way over, it's really going to close off my eye. So again, just a little V shape, and we're going to lightly blend. I'm also going to take a little bit of this up into the crease, about halfway as well, just so it's really consistent. And we are going to do that on both sides. So when someone hears smoky eye, if you're a beginner, you may think it's very scary, but I promise you guys, it's not scary at all. Just do the little V tip that I just talked about, and it's a game changer. It is a beauty changer, game changer, whatever you want to call it. And it's honestly one of the best tips that I have ever learned. Now, I'm going to take that fluffy crease brush again, and I am just going to mute this. I'm going to mute this. I'm going to blend this just a little bit. Just like that. And again, this is the fluffy crease brush. I love it. All right, guys, so this is those 3 shades already. We have Alive, we have Fervent, and we have Lively. It is so stinking pretty, and we're really going to kick it up a notch and do some really fun highlighting. I mentioned in the very beginning that I love this optimistic shade for a highlight, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Now, this one is very shimmery. I will tell you it has a little more fallout than this one, and I think it's just the formula of it. And that's another reason why I didn't do my foundation first. But We're going to tap into this flow or tap off any excess, and we're going to highlight in this inner corner right here, right in our tear duct area. And the reason why we're doing that, you guys, not only because it's pretty, but if you guys are like me and you're a mom and you're tired, guess what? This is going to open up those eyes and it's going to make you look a little more alive. I don't know about you guys, no pun intended, but I always want to look a little more alive than I actually am. And I'm also allergic to caffeine, so can't really do the whole coffee thing. So a little bit more tap ripple off that excess, and we are going to pop this right under our brow bone, just like that. Another pro tip, you guys, when you highlight under your brow bone, what's going to happen is once you fill those in, if you're like me and your brows really don't have an arch at all, when you highlight right under there, it's going to give you the illusion that you have more of an arch than you actually do. Okay, now this is a little bonus thing. You absolutely don't have to do this part, but I am going to take my sponge side. I'm going to go in with that color Lively, and I'm just tapping a little bit on the tip there of that beautiful apricot color, and I am just going to drag a little bit of this underneath. I love to do this with one of the shades that I use on the lid. I just think it makes it a little more cohesive, and there we go. Okay guys, well, I am obsessed. This is such a quick, such a fun, easy muted sunset eye look that I hope that brought you some inspiration for you and your beauty arsenal. I hope you all try this out, and if you guys have any questions about any of the products shown, I am going to link all the details to all the items down below. You can also shoot me a comment. My social media is also linked down below, so please feel free to contact me as well. You guys, this was amazing, and I hope that everyone watching this video tries it out sometime.